What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle. And yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels and the Twitch. Also, make sure you follow me on my Kick and Twitch. King Hustle Live. I do all my free PDs and giveaways from those YouTube channels and kicks. So make sure you subscribe, hit the all notification bells. You won't miss on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right. Got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or a video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you're doing legit business and you are getting what you paid for. All right. And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only. Not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members, and we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's gonna turn you into a boss. So you tired of being a zero? You ready to be your family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen, because you already know when I drop these videos and y'all get them notifications. It's gonna be some information that's gonna help you win. And in today's video, you know how we get down over in the channel. We talk about the new scams and new bank scams and new methods and new fraud scams, lows, everything that's going on in today's dark world, man. It's been going crazy. It's a lot of money been being generated. A lot of new sites been popping up. People have been asking me about sites that I ain't even never heard of. People have been asking me about loads I ain't never heard of. People have been asking me about a lot. And I had to do my research. You know me, I go on the dark web and just do my research every day, every night, because I got some connections on there. I know some people on there. They got forums to talk about a lot of different things on there. Like everything for there's a lot of places on the dark web that you can go to talk. There's forums on the dark web. So today we're gonna be talking about a place called Cyberpunk with an X, not a K. Yes, Cyberpunk. And this website on the dark web is it has a whoever made this site is strictly trying to make some money. And like I tell you guys all the time, these dark websites is not www.cyberpunk.com. No, they look like long encrypted Bitcoin addresses with .onion at the end. And due to Chat GPT, now people don't understand. Now I keep saying, well, do the Chat GPT and let me break it down to you. All right, so people can get a websites like whole bust down off the coding. So you get the coding for an app, and you get the software that you need. You can recreate that same application. Now, what people are doing is they're getting that code and they're putting like a basically jailbreaking that code in. So now it's doing the fraud stuff on the dark web, from creating sites for people, creating methods from glitches, loads, malwares, ransomwares, softwares. And what do I mean about softwares? So there are programs or boards or mods that you can, okay, when you open up a phone and it's just this big old green board and it got different things on it and it's green and it got that's a board. So what people do is, and on those boards you got the little black boxes and all that little different stuff on there. That's how all the software, hardwares, and all that stuff is being stored in those little compartments and things like that, right? So what people do is they get these boards and they go on the dark web and they go to these different sites that they can use, and they get boards or software is created for these boards. Now, when it comes to boards and all these, like, people are probably like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, what's going on? So in the dark world, in the dark web, it's different categories. You got hackers, you got scammers, and you got fraudsters. Just like a basketball team, you got point guards, shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards, and centers. People who doing the exact same thing will play in different positions. That's how it is. So you got this big three right here, right? LeBron James, D Wade, and Chris Bosh. They all playing the same game with different positions, right? So scammers are people, like I told y'all numerous times, are people who social engineer, trick or manipulate other people into sending their or giving their own money. Fraudsters are people who steal or compromise other people's information to use to gain some type of revenue in fraudulent ways. And hackers are people who steal information, sensitive information, important information, or take over information for revenue gains, or sell it on the dark web, stuff like that, right? But information is their thing. They can get into anything, compromise, take anything, get anything, and whatever, right? So this site, Cyberpunk, with an X, not a K, it has a lot of different things on there, right? So it really has a lot of different tutorials and breakdowns how to do this and how to do that. Now, whoever it is also whoever created the site is also into the technology world, because they more into the like it has more like into utilizing the flipper zero. How can you use a flipper zero? He turned the flipper zero, like he got videos, and whoever I keep saying I don't know who it is. They have videos on this site where like people then turn flipper zeros into like them them boxes that people the YNs be using to hijack cars and turn them to strikers. Like when people go steal cars, them boxes into program keys and all that. They didn't turn the Flipper Zero into that. Like people making programs and softwares to load onto these boards for Flipper Zeros and Raspberry Pis. We do a lot of different things. So people are starting to understand signals and waves and what things are being controlled with signals and waves, which is everything. But in today's world, you got cars, you got traffic lights, you got security bar, um, all different type of things, right? And then you got the part where you can read credit cards from 500 feet away, right, with this Flipper Zero. So people are starting to say, okay, this just made everything easier. If I could be somewhere 500 feet away and get this card information without them even know, okay, boom. So that's what people are doing. They call it ghost tapping. So people are finding good GPT sites, and like I said, Cyberpunk must be a good one. Getting these softwares created, load them onto their boards, and perform these tasks. Now, people don't understand that technology is real. So there are people who understand technology and deal with CCs, quote unquote, credit cards and debit cards. They understand that the first six numbers on any debit card is basically letting the system know, letting technology know what type of card this is and what bank it's coming from. And then the rest of the numbers is basically the account that the money is coming out from that bank type thing like that, right? So people are starting to understand technology can do a lot of different things. Technology is what's even configuring these cars to be able to work. So if you can reconfigure a car with a new bin number and put it on a cash app and add money to it, that's what people are doing. So they're getting these bin numbers, they're getting buying stolen cards off the dark web or getting stolen cards wherever that they can. And you got people that utilize the black box, all different skimmers, all different type of ways to get numbers. They going on this site, they're putting the bin number in, they're putting the card number in, and the site is basically reconfiguring the card. So it's a new bin on that card. They're linking them to the cash apps and they're glitching it. Now, what do you mean by glitching it? What I mean by glitch is just like the ATM jackpotting, where people are putting malwares onto these ATMs, because ATMs are small computers and they're basically controlling and confusing the ATM to disperse money out. They're doing the exact same thing with the applications. They're configuring these cards with new bin numbers and linking them to these cash apps, and they're tricking the application to or like glitching it to make it load certain amounts of money, and they're doing this on different applications and platforms. But security bases are starting to catch on and trying to block it. But people are doing that. And Cyberpunk is a website on the dark web. Like I told y'all, it's not no www.cyberpunk. No, it's not nothing like that. It's a long encrypted address, like a Bitcoin address with .in at the end. But this site is basically doing that. And people don't understand how technology works. Once people start, well, a lot of people don't understand or don't really care why technology works. And I gotta understand it too. Understand that too, because people aren't in this world. Everybody not in this world. But the thing is, people want to get into this world, but then complain about the things that they don't know about, or complain about them buying something or getting something that where they gotta do a couple things, but they don't know how to do it. Then they automatically call it something fake or a scam or something. And that's what a lot of people in this world are starting to complain about. So many of these newbies trying to get into this world, buy stuff that they never did or did research on or never learned about, and then complain when they don't know how to do it. That's basically somebody buying something that comes with instructions and get mad when they can't do it, but the instructions came with it. People don't understand that there are search engines like Yahoo, Google, different places where you can learn certain things. Just like the same, these kids is now 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 that's been watching me or TJX6 or Punch Make Dead for the past 5, 6 years, and they've been listening to music and learning and researching, and now they know how to do things. That's how it happens. People think Rome was built overnight. People think all these people who know how to do something was built overnight. No, people learn new things all day, every day. People learn from their mistakes all day, every day. Like I learned a lot from my mistakes. Like not to what to do next time. Don't do that. Do this because that's what's gonna work. Because there's only two options, type of thing like that. So there's these new coming sites on the dark web is due to kids being on the dark web, being introduced to the dark web through people on social media, playing the games on PCs and these different servers on 5M and GTA and 2K and Roblox and Minecraft and Call of Duty and all these different type of games where you can cross play and talk to other people and chat and communicate and pass your number on and give different, like, this is what's happening in today's world due to technology, and people are not believing technology can people are this is what like baffles me. People want to do certain things and wish certain things were existed, but once they find out it, like, see that it do exist, they think it's fake. Oh, that's fake, that's not real, that's a scam. And then they see so many people making, doing it, whatever that they doing, because this is the same reason they want to get into this world, and then they miss out on the opportunity, which ain't got nothing to do with me. But I tell people all the time, like, listen, if it's out there in the universe, it stems from somewhere real. Nobody's just gonna make up something fake, and then so many people are doing it, and so many people are making money with it. It's just so fake. Make it make sense. If that's fake, Cash App don't exist. None of these applications exist. YouTube, live streaming, Twitch, Kick, none of these things exist there. If that's fake, then that's fake. And people got to stop thinking like that. People got to stop being so broken minded that they think everything is fake. But these be the same people that will take the opportunity if it presented itself to them. The same people that's hoping and wishing they could do stuff like this or be in this type of world. It'd be the same people. People be so broken minded that they don't want to be, they see what's going on. They see so many people making money, and they don't want people to make money. They don't want to be left alone in this box. So they want other people not to believe with them so they can be in that box with other people. They don't, some people just don't like to see certain people being successful. So they want other people not to see them successful easy. Like, people like to turn it just like a female. When she get mad at you, she start throwing out lies. That's what females do. See somebody that just some odd reason they just get jealous of or don't want to see with somebody, so they start making up lies and start hating stuff like that. Like, let's be real, man. I've been talking about this stuff for the past 6, 7 years. This ain't nothing new. I've been talking about this, so it got to stem from somewhere. I've been saying this, so make it make sense. But it's all good. Hey, at the end of the day, there's always a victim also, and that's what I want y'all to know. There's always a victim in this stuff, right? And a lot of times people get into this world because they understand, like, the victims really be the banks, because everything in the bank is FDIC insured. But then people figure out what's a scam and what's not a scam, and banks only cover fraudulent activity. They don't cover scams. So people learn how to do scams with bank accounts so the banks don't have to pay it back, because if the banks don't have to pay it back, they're not going to look for the person. We can talk about that in another video. But it's just all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware of what's going on out here in this real crazy world that we all living in, because these things are really happening. And there are people that are not trying to get into this world who do not want to become a victim. So with that being said, make sure you guys are getting your Norton LifeLock to get monitor all your financial and social media accounts to make sure no suspicious or funny activities is going on. And to monitor the dark web to make sure none of your personal information is on there floating around. So make sure you guys get your Norton LifeLock. Make sure you guys will freeze the author of your credit profiles, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, so nobody can get anything in your name. Make sure you guys are also getting new credit card and debit card numbers every so often. We use these cards every day. We travel, we do a lot. So get new cards. That old information will no longer be valid. And if it was a part of a compromised leak or hack, you'll be good, because that's old information that's no longer valid. All right. So it's just all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware of what's going on in this real crazy world that we all are living in. All right. So shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me to keep going. Y'all motivate me to keep dropping the sauce. And y'all motivate me to keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke, because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime one-on-one limited gems are $1,000. But for limited time only, I'm doing them for 600. Yes, 600 Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know you payment ready, and we will go from there. All right, no screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Make sure y'all book your seat on the crypto tour, on the webinars Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 260. Ask me to get help with anything that y'all want to get help in the classroom setting with other people. So make sure y'all booking y'all seat on that. Make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the crypto tour in person limited gems 3,500. That's to come to me 5,500 if I gotta come out of state to you. And you gotta so we talk about that in another when it's that time. Make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the month long mentorship 750 coming up free 1K load. Make sure y'all check out my vendor platforms on Telegram and Potato App and Discord. Me and their networking world. Still looking for people for the production company. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification bell. All my YouTube channels, my Twitches, my IGs, TikTok, Snapchats, Discord, Kicks. Got more IGs, got more YouTubes. But these just y'all know how to get to find them. Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world because it's changing people's lives. And make sure y'all getting in where y'all fit in with these lows. All right, 125 and up. Cash App, Bitcoin, Apple Pay payment. Send that screenshot when you're ready. We're gonna go from there. And with that being said, it's your boy King Hussle. Y'all know how I get down to any of these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson video or live. Peace.